Now, Mr. Speaker, the Natural Resources Minister claimed that intelligent people know that the courts killed Northern Gateway. But in 2014, the Prime Minister tweeted, if I'm elected Prime Minister, the Northern Gateway pipeline will not become a reality. And then on November 29th, 2016, he proclaimed, we are also announcing that the Government of Canada has directed the National Energy Board to dismiss the application for the Northern Gateway pipeline project. When will the Prime Minister take responsibility for his own actions in this jobs crisis?
Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, the member opposite should get his facts straight. We've created over 600,000 new jobs over the past 3 years to go with a record low unemployment and the fastest growth rate in the G7 last year. We're going to continue to work hard to grow the economy and support Canadians right across the country. We recognize, however, that Alberta is suffering. There's a massive price differential that is causing significant impacts on them. We continue to work with the industry. I was pleased to be out there a couple of weeks ago to talk with them, to hear their proposals on solutions, and to commit to working with them to help Alberta, because all Canadians care that Albertans do well.
The Honourable Order. The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Well, Mr. Speaker, this is very simple. The Prime Minister has an opportunity to clear the air. His minister responsible for natural resources claims that it wasn't their fault that the Northern Gateway pipeline got cancelled. Yet here we see the Prime Minister's own quote saying that we are also announcing that the Government of Canada has directed the National Energy Board to dismiss the application for the Northern Gateway pipelines project. Will the Prime Minister reinstate that application, yes or no?
Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, on Northern Gateway, the Federal Court of Appeal was very clear that the previous government failed to get the review process for Northern Gateway right, so the court squashed the project's approval. To quote the Federal Court of Appeal, the inadequacies, more than just a handful and more than mere imperfections, left entire subjects of central interest to the affected First Nations, sometimes subjects affecting their subsistence and well-being, entirely ignored. Those, Mr. Speaker, are the facts. We will take no lessons from the party that was unable for 10 years to get resources to non-U.S. markets.
Order. The Honourable Leader of the Order.
Lessons on Thursday.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Mr. Speaker, the Prime Minister sounds like he was just reading from the judge's decision on his failed consultations for the Trans Mountain application. But here's the thing. The court ruled in Trans Mountain that there were major deficiencies for those hearings. So what did the Prime Minister do? He announced that he was going to restart them and do it again. Now, here we have a situation where there is real hurt going on in the province of Alberta, with thousands of people out of work. We need to get our products to new markets. Northern Gateway will do that. Will he throw a lifeline to the Northern Gateway project and get it back on the books, or does he not believe in it?
Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, this is a perfect example of the members opposite playing politics, being filled with bluster and support for Alberta that actually won't help. If we were to start right now on Northern Gateway, even if it were acceptable, it would be years before that happened. Before that, we've got the Line 3 coming in next year. We've got the Trans Mountain Pipeline moving forward in the right way, which is what they were unable to get done over 10 years. They did nothing to get resources to new markets, and that's why the oil patch is hurting today.